friends, if I tell you that it is impossible to suffer from heart attack, stroke, diabetes, arthritis, dengue, chikungunya, H1N1 till the age of 80 and even beyond, you will call it impractical or impossible. I say it is feasible and it can be done. At the outset, let me tell you that I am a naturopath and developed holistic healing system where body's immune system becomes impregnable, impenetrable to diseases. What is holistic healing system? Basically, it means that strengthening all our internal organs like heart, lungs, kidney, liver, so that they function at optimum level. Hence, you cannot suffer from any disease, not even body ache, backache, not even headache. Lot of times, I am forced to check physically whether the nut is there or not, because it never pains. You can make yourself more than 99% less likely to have any age related disease. Take it hypertension, diabetes, arthritis, everything. It is not possible to suffer. Actually, uh, you might ask me, how can I say this so confidently? My conclusions are based on cutting edge research done in premier institutions like Harvard, Massachusetts, John Hopkins, and yeah, Nobel laureates and research papers published all across the world with people no less a degree than MD, PhD. And this research done on hundreds of thousands of people of different races, population, countries, different ages for decades. I have integrated that research with Ayurveda, science of life, herbs, then transcendental meditation, and written a book, Health Secrets to Light 100 Candle. Actually, this is the book. Here, the emphasis is equally on healthy living leading to 100th year, not merely adding years to life. Somehow crawling, creeping, you reach 100. I don't consider it as worth, because happy journey is as important as making to destination. And here I have given more than 200 references from these genius people. When I say something that haldi, extract haldi curcumin, does so and so thing, it is all based on research that you can anytime log on and see that what I am saying is all correct. Not merely my grandma said or somebody said. It has got to be authenticated properly. So, you do not have to worry that somebody said that is why I got to do. No, everything has got to be authenticated. Second thing, in this period of 1 hour, it will not be possible for me to cover each and every aspect, nearly hundreds of research done, papers written, or 300 pages. I will be just touching upon the points, and those who are interested can go through the book and get benefited. Okay. I mentioned to you that it is the immune system that makes the body impregnable to diseases. But the $1,000,000 question is how to get this kind of immune system. None of the research talks about how to get strong immune system. They only talk about this particular mineral or supplement can prevent or cure a disease. After going through the works of all the genius people, I researched a system. I present it in the form of a triangle. How to get this kind of immune system. This already I covered. This also is covered. This also I said how to achieve. This is the one. This is the one which can make your body impregnable to diseases. On top is mind meditation. One side is diet, nutrition, and other side is body exercise. Mind meditation. Any person who suffers from stress, strain, anxiety can suffer from any disease. Even cancer, okay, diabetes, arthritis, and even cancer. I would not like to frighten you with this word, because the solution to this reducing stress has been given by our ancient civilization thousands of years back in the form of meditation. There are various kinds of meditation. Lot of techniques are there. Transcendental meditation is considered to be the top in that. But transcendental meditation, it is not possible for everybody to practice, because there you have got to narrate, recite mantras like Kausalya Supraja Ram Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narsha Tula Kartavyam Davyamantikam Uttishta Uttishta Garuda Daja Uttishta Kamala Kanta Trailokya Mangalam Kuru. Like that, you have to keep reciting mantras, which is not possible for a common person. Therefore, in my book, I have given modified transcendental meditation, and if you follow that, basically you will get the same benefit, okay, as transcendental meditation. But it is
there you don't have to recite the mantra.
no, you don't have to recite mantras. I give a simple procedure how you can do it. Meditation does not mean in reality that you have got to do breathing exercises or particular method as such. Anything that gives you happiness, even playing with children, gardening, or even your profession, if you love your profession, that can work as meditation. But only if something is harassing you, then it will not work. Meditation is a definite process to bring peace of mind. Okay. Therefore, there are various types of meditations I mentioned, like Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom, Shitali Pranayam, many are there. And by doing Kapalbhati, Anulom Vilom, you not only reduce stress and strain, but also plenty of physical problems can be cured. That is where, for example, a person who does Kapalbhati or Anulom Vilom cannot suffer from kidney stone, gallbladder stone, Parkinson, dementia. Everything based on research and what they have actually carried out. Because when your organs, they move rapidly in the large abdominal cavity, they get massaged. Basic principle, once they get massaged, then they cannot, there can be no formation of any stones. Even it is said that when the lymph fluid in the brain massages the brain, and therefore there can be no amyloid plaque formation, which is necessary for Parkinson and dementia. Okay. So, you are basically
One more question. What practices help to massage the brain?
no, in fact, I will do one thing is I will cover up this, and finally I will deal with the questions. Otherwise, what will happen? It will uh, children reciting mantras. Say previously, we used to our ancient people, they used to tell children to recite mantras. That actually trains mind, disciplines mind, memory power gets improved. And they have, in research they say that if you tell your children to do recite mantras, definitely they will perform well in exams, etc. Therefore, you can try that.
Sir, one thing, this elaborate is cellular respiration.
Okay.
Cellular
Yes, cellular respiration. Okay. Cellular respiration basically means that when you do breathing exercises, what happens is that oxygen reaches all the parts of the cells, all the organs. Dr. Otto Warburg, two-time recipient of Nobel Prize on cellular respiration, he said once all the cells in the body, they get oxygen, there can be no disease. There is nothing actually very great about, because yoga has been talking about it for thousands of years. What is the purpose of meditation, breathing exercises? It is giving oxygen to the all cells. That is cellular respiration. Okay.
how that goes to cellular?
It is cell. It goes when you are breathing, it oxygen reaches. Once the oxygen reaches, that cells get activated, regenerated. That is cellular. In case you want exactly in detail physiology, I will explain later. Okay. I will just cover up broadly. Now, one thing is doing meditation, other is management of stress. These are slightly two different things. Okay. This one is that pursue every problem to its conclusion. Don't run away from threat. Everyone is scared of loss, death. But the point is that if you create a threat about particular thing and don't face that, that can be terrible thing for you. Therefore, if a person is worried about somebody's death or darkness, okay, let him go into the darkness and say, okay, what happens? He is afraid of high heights. Okay, let him go to the heights and get used to that kind of thing. When,
Face what you are.
yeah, face a particular problem means that people are worried that okay, so and so my father is a bread earner. Suppose something goes wrong with him, what will happen to me? Think of the worst and don't run away from a particular problem. Okay. Now, for example, everyone thinks that his problem is the worst problem. His children are troubling him. His daughter-in-law is troubling him. Is worse than anybody other's problem. Everybody has got problem. Okay, it is not a great thing. See, I joined submarine arm way back in 1967 when a submarine, Israel submarine was sunk. Darona, it was name also Darona. A lot of people said, why are you risking your life and going? Nobody knows about submarines in India. I said, okay, let it be anything. I would like to lead certain adventurous life. I remember 1971 war. I was a young lieutenant, and captain, I read the message that we have got to go to, for the war. Off Karachi, we are going to take a position. I packed up my belongings in a trunk and kit bag. Wrote next of kin address. Next of kin address means you understand what it means. Wrote a letter to my father that you don't, in case I don't return back, somebody has got to contribute something to the nation, and you convince mummy. Okay. So there are threats are there everybody's life. Everybody has got different kind of problem. But managing stress is that thing. What I said, what worst will happen, thing will happen is the death. Nothing more than that. So you always pursue. Just remember these systems. Pursue every problem to its conclusion. Don't run away from threat. Okay, and basically, even people say jet lag. This is that jet lag. If you would go by airplane 20-24 hours, then you are bound to suffer from jet lag. I have traveled several times by plane, extending. Now the planes are very faster. Direct plane, destinations are there. I have gone 20-24 hours. I was as fresh at the destination airport as I had done at boarded. Okay, it's very simple. Do control your circadian rhythm, means your internal clock. Okay, scientists say that it is impossible to just get sleep and all that, because you pass through day, light, various time zones, and therefore your body gets affected. It's all meditation can solve all those problems. If there is a problem anywhere you have got to face, I handled the biggest ships in the world, Queen Elizabeth II, then the biggest Vikrant, okay, actually handling myself, okay, and big container vessels which are like one huge township, okay, and used to be full of stress. But I always enjoyed. I said that the more difficult is the problem, and after I solve it, I used to get be more happy. I used to be more happy. So you have got to be, your basics in everything has got to be clear. Okay. Every lot of people, they say, my God, so huge ships, what will happen to them? Current is this side, wind is this side. How can we bring it alongside? If I hit, what will happen? Thousands of crores of loss. It is just like initially when you go onto this one keyboard, your fingers don't go exactly on that, but you practice yourself. In maths, geometry, everything, if your basics are clear, you can't have any problem. If your basics are not clear, you want to buy it, then nothing works. Okay. So finally, I say optimist is a person who, it is not that he has got everything in life, but he is happy with whatever he has got. I am not saying that you should not strive to do, but if you don't get everybody cannot be Ambani. Okay. So you should be happy with whatever you have got and be content. That is extremely important in keeping your mind cool. Next, I will come now. Diet, nutrition. Proactive, nutritious diet is God's best medicine, and His creation, human body, is a self-healing machine. What we have done is that we eat crap food, we don't have time to sleep, we want to work harder and harder and eat all junk food. Therefore, our whole system gets bad. The food can act as medicine. In really, it can act as medicine. Simple thing like this, we take neos aspirin for breaking so that the blood clots do not form. Simple thing like red chili powder, proper pure red chili powder does not allow formation of blood clots. So like that, I have given plenty of such this one normal foods which help you to solve.
What is the meaning of proactive here?
Proactive nutritious management, good food basically. That is my this one. And see, even WHO says that 85% of cancers can be prevented by mere change in diet. I don't think I need to explain greater on importance of medication, the food. Food is this is if you can change your food and 85% of cancers can be prevented. That too, World Health Organization says. Second thing is that there is 75% of our immune system. I talked about immune system is located in the gastrointestinal tract. Okay, means from our large, small, and stomach, etc. Okay, so once you eat right kind of food, the lining in the gastrointestinal tract gets healthy. It produces digestive juices. These food produce right kind of enzymes so that diseases do not happen. A person cannot suffer from disease. These cancer cells are present in everybody's body, but whether the cancer cells express themselves or not depends upon the kind of food that you eat. Why some people get cancers and not other? That is because if you eat healthy, and I given about what for each cancer, for each this one, what kind of food should be eaten, and general diet. People don't have time. They say that okay, where is the time to? I would suggest that person should read everything very clearly. Okay, means should understand what is vitamin, what is mineral, what is fat, etc. If they don't have time, then go through my diet chapter, which gives what a person should eat, take from the time he gets up early in the morning till he goes to sleep. Okay. So, because you are what you eat. If a person eats junk food, then the body will produce body's performance will be junk. The performance of this computer depends upon the software and hardware, what is put inside there. So our body also is like that only. What you put inside. One UK study, and where several studies, they say 75,000 premature deaths can be prevented by change in diet. If you eat healthy food, that these so many deaths can be prevented. So this is food is extremely important. Now there are a lot of people talk about excess hydration, about water therapy, etc. It is due to lack of time, I cannot cover each and every aspect. It's all you can't. It's a wrong thing to drink too much of water, because it basically what happens is that the pressure in various blood vessels, etc. That changes, and it is not good. You must eat food only after about 1 hour after you have eaten food, so that the digestive juices basically they do not get diluted. The osmotic pressure in the body falls if you drink too much of water. The body cannot do the exchange of ions, etc. in different parts of. So a lot of
Ideally, a normal person should take how many liters?
about 8 glasses, 10 glasses water is adequate.
That is about 2 liters.
Yes, about maximum 2.5 liters. Not, but that should be spread over a day, not at a time, not at a time. So it is now the even malnutrition, as I mentioned to you, it is modern day epidemic. We get lot of calories, but no nutrition. Okay. Now each and every food is important. One therapy says you eat so and so fruit, it cures so and so disease. Another therapy says by eating the same fruit, you cure some other diseases, some other disease. So variety is the gold standard. Okay, never change your food, eat different thing. People say apple a day keeps doctor away. Actually, if that is true, I would suggest doctors' wives not to eat apple. Okay. Now, theories, now as I told, theories change. Christian Barnard, the first surgeon who carried out heart transplant, he said fats are bad, oil is bad. But later in his career, he said, I was wrong when I said this. In fact, good omega 3 fatty acids, they do several healthy functions in the body. Okay. And what all those I have given in the book. So, fats, even our Ayurveda says that ghee, pure ghee is very good. Okay. Ghee is important. Only thing is that the calorie should not be too much. A person should not become obese.
What does the research show? Is ghee good or because doctors are still not advising?
No, doctors, you see, I would not, doctors have been told what they have learnt from their college time. So, this is all medicine, no doctor, I am not against anyway, this is the provided doctor.
What does the research say? You said this
Research says that very much required, okay, very much required. And doctors, what happens is that if everyone remains healthy all the time, what is their this one? So no, I am not against medicines are important.
The question is about the saturated fat.
Yeah, saturated, unsaturated fat, but even now the latest, again I will come to the trans fats, what you are talking about. Okay, this saturated fat, the latest theory says that little bit of saturated fat body requires. It is not that even I would suggest, suppose you are going outside in the sun for longer duration, applied ghee. It stabilizes your skin and you will not suffer from UV rays. Okay. Instead of taking any other tablet or anything, HF, that is bad. This simple thing you can follow. Now, he talked about trans fats. Trans fats are very bad. Trans fats are dalda. That is basically something, a oil is hydrogenated, it is made solid by pumping hydrogen into it. Okay. So, that is even FDA says very clearly that even 0.1% of this fat is bad. Okay. Trans fat is bad. Bad. Okay. Now, next is high fructose corn syrup. It has come newly now. Every sweet today is made of high fructose corn syrup because very cheap. Okay. It tastes very well. You can't make out this one. And why high fructose corn syrup is bad?
So what you said is made with this nowadays?
It is made from corn. So all the sweets are made from all the sweets. You put little bit of sweet, this high fructose corn syrup in the sweet.
Sweets means mithai you are talking.
Mithai. Sweets are mithais. Okay. So what happens is that the moment this high fructose corn syrup, it bypasses our liver and goes straightway, gets deposited as fat. Therefore, when you are eating sweets, outside sweets, you should be very careful. And never use high fructose corn syrup. Previously, they used to have something like saccharin, in 1960s, 70s. Saccharin. Saccharin is a deadly thing. In a pot of tea, they used to put few drops. It used to get sweet, but people had severe health problems due to that. Okay. Salt in moderation, that anyway you'll understand. Aspartame, any artificial sweetener is extremely bad. Never take the 80% of complaints with FDA are against artificial sweeteners. You name a disease, you get it because of artificial sweeteners. I don't know why should it. There are plenty of natural sugars. You can use jaggery. That is far better than using this aspartame, artificial sweetener. Now, this finally I come to the basic principle is CRON, calorie restriction, optimum nutrition. All the gerontologists in the world, gerontologist means people who have studied why people live healthy for a longer and live longer. They are gerontologists. They say that people who eat less but nutritious food lived healthily and longer. So that should be one same calorie restriction. Don't take too many calories and empty calories. The sugar is extremely, sugar is the worst thing. And all this, cakes, etc., they are made from trans fats because it increases shelf life. 1 month nothing goes wrong with that. Tastes good. So therefore you have got to, in moderation, as I mentioned, our body is capable of handling anything. You have plenty of good nutritious food, little bit of cake or ice cream you have, nothing goes wrong. Next comes exercise and yoga. Basic principle in life, do not use it, lose it. If you have the best of vehicle, Mercedes or even any vehicle for that matter, take it and leave it in the open air for long duration, months together. One day it will turn into lump of rust. If you do not put right kind of fuel, oil into it, a small chip is not working, it is not maintained, the vehicle will not start. Same way as I mentioned about our body. Rather, our mind-body limbic system is empowered by millions of years of intelligence. It can make the CPU of the most advanced computer to look like a device used during Stone Age. Our body, mind-body limbic system is very powerful. Okay, we need to use it, exploit it by these three methods which I mentioned. Okay. Now here also I call it Eastern type exercises and integrated this one. Okay. Integrated exercises. Eastern type exercises and Western type exercises. Eastern type exercises, they believe in breathing out diseases, okay, like Anulom Vilom, Pranayam, etc. Stretching, mobility, elasticity by yoga asanas. Okay. And also most important is mind power in Eastern type of this one. The Western type exercises, this
one kind. In asanas, there are two types you can do it.
I think I will do one thing. I will.
Very
Okay.
simple question. So either you do it with normal breathing, or you do it with a particular pattern of breathing. When breathe in, when certain.
Okay.
breathe out.
I understood your question. What happens is that when you do a proper asana, automatically your body does that thing. You do not have to really practice particular thing.
If you are doing it in the right way.
Right way. And it is better, and then when you start doing it, you get it. There is nothing very great about all this. You start doing it, practice at any age. It is not necessary that at our age we should not do it, but do it slowly. Whatever you can stretch, only stretch to that extent, never extend beyond that. Okay. This stretchability, elasticity, develop it over a period of time, not straightway over day I want to do it, never do that kind of thing. And Western methodology, they believe in muscle mass, okay. They increasing heart rate, sweating out, weightlifting, both are equally important, okay. High rate, high intensity exercises. I advise you, why I will cover that, what are the benefits of high intensity exercises. Okay. So, you combine both this. People say walking is very good. I agree, walking is very good, but it is not a complete exercise. Okay. I am not against walking. Walking is, it is better to do something than not to do at all. Walk, but basically, if you want, as I mentioned, that you should not suffer from any this bad body ache, backache, then you will have to integrated this both. Okay. Now, I mentioned in the beginning that it is impossible to suffer from body ache, backache, or anything for that matter. That is because once your core muscles, trapezius, your stabilizers, hip flexion, knee extensors, cartilages, okay, ligaments, tendons, these are the various types of muscles in various parts of the body, all over rather. Once they are strong, they are stretchable, there is the elasticity, then you cannot have any problem. But at the same time, again, proper, you require synovial fluid inside that joint. Synovial fluid is, again, you have to eat fat, etc. It is not, it has become a fashion for young people today. They do not want to put on weight. Okay. Some especially girls, they feel that okay, I will get fat, figure conscious, etc. But it is not necessary. You can eat in moderation everything. Otherwise, there will be a lot of problems, health problems. One should eat whatever is required, what is given there.
Synovial fluid sometimes it dries up or reduces.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Can you improve it with the diet, right?
Yes, yes, 100%. You can, there are krill oil is there, omega 3 fatty acids are there. Those if you take per day, cod liver oil capsules are there, ghee is there, then plenty of healthy oils. Okay. Those oils, saturated, unsaturated, saturated oils in moderation, other oils you take it in a greater quantity, slightly more quantity. So, these are all important aspects. Okay. Okay. Now, here it only these three aspects I would like to cover. Once these three aspects which I mentioned, mind, meditation, diet and nutrition, they are balanced, no pathogen, no bacteria, no virus can survive in your body. I can tell you this with confidence because I have walked through areas affected by swine flu, dengue, and I ate there, drank there to find out does it really happen, and nothing happens to your body as long as your immune system is strong. At my age of 74, I maintain my lipid profile as good as in 20s. I can anytime you check up my glucose level, it has got to be correct only, and nothing is just like your ATM. You put the right kind of pin, the money has got to come out. there is nothing in this world to be modest, only we have, there is a lack of knowledge. Everyone thinks that, medicine le lo, it's okay, but it is not the thing. Next is this all pharmaceutical companies, what they say may not be true. Now, Godrej company, they sold crores and crores worth of Anup oil. And Adi Godrej, he remained bald all his life. Okay, he never fair and lovely. How many people really get fair by using this? In fact, it is a wrong conception that here we think being fair is good. But in Western countries, I used to go with my daughter and this one. They used to say they used to come and touch my wife's skin. How could you be so beautiful? How is it possible that wheatish color? They said it is impossible to have this kind of color. How did you get this and all? So it is basically what you don't have, you want to have, and this all fair and lovely cream, etc. They don't never make anybody fair. On the contrary, after young age, everybody looks good only. After certain time, when you use these chemicals, people develop wrinkles, etc. Problems.
Also, no? People
Yes.
die and later on they suffer.
So these all problems to natural oils. Pure natural oils are there. Badam oil, then there are so many oils, natural oils. Use them and your skin should remain hydrated. That is extremely important. You can mix up those oils and do it. When I am talking about immune system, this does not mean that I am under rating medications. No. Medications are life saving. When they are required, so they must be taken. If a person has got high BP and he says, no, I would not take medications. So it is a word of caution that you can remain away from medications. Only thing, you have to first strengthen your immune system, follow everything and decide everything on the basis of doctor's report. I never say that I am healthy till doctor checks up I give my blood report and he says everything is normal. Then I say okay. On my own, there is no point. A person came to me. He says, I eat tobacco, I smoke, I drink, but nothing happens to me. One day he had heart attack. So it is not, you see, straightway it may happen one day. Medications are important. Do everything in moderation, which is extremely important. And it is Dr. Dean Ornish, American doctor. He said medications alone will not help. You need to change the lifestyle. This became a big, this one in India. All doctors came, they gave lectures, they said they conducted camps charging thousands of rupees. Our yoga, our Ayurveda has been talking about it for thousands of years. So nothing, anybody, foreigner says, we think that something great has said. Today we are so much scared of dengue. Okay, I can tell you one thing, a person who suffers from dengue, it is not that the dengue mosquito has bitten only that person. It might have bitten several people, but only person whose immune system is weak will suffer from dengue and not others. So I will cover next. Now let me come to a few real diseases. Okay, I mentioned to you about strengthening immune system. Heart disease, stroke is considered normal today. Young people suffer from this. Why high BP? Main reason is now most of the research talks say that a person deficient in vitamin D, body produces renin, and in chain reaction angiotensin converting enzymes produce angiotensin 2. That is the culprit and raises the blood pressure. Although most of the research talks about deficiency of vitamin D, I don't agree. I feel, as I mentioned, the health of all organs is important for each and every activity, every organ in the body. Suppose a person's pancreas are not working properly, kidney not working properly, lung not working properly, there will be additional burden on the heart, and heart will say, I can't take it. So, my theory of remaining fit is basically it is strengthen all your internal organs. Okay, that is one thing. Next is that why heart attack and stroke? The reason is that here you can see this is a blood vessel which is clear. Okay, but this blood vessel, it is partially blocked, and this blood vessel is fully blocked. These are coronary arteries supplying blood to the heart, and carotid artery supplies blood to the brain. If they are blocked, heart attack or stroke is bound to happen.
Dark color is representing clot or something like that.
Blood cells, blood cells. There are blood cells. You see, very less blood is going here, full blood is going here, and here it is all means total blockage. Okay, it changes color. That is the thing. Now, I talk to you about this. You go to a doctor, ask him, what can I do now? Coronary artery, I got this problem. A surgeon will tell you bypass or angioplasty. If you ask me, it is this bypass is as good as a bypass road on the road. It is only temporary. Why? Because these arteries are, there is a variation of blockages, 10% to 100%. What a surgeon does is the arteries, coronary arteries, which are 80%, 90, 100%, he bypasses them. Bypasses, then basically he takes a blood vessel, connects from here to here, and blood supply becomes normal. Therefore, he has done only 2 or 3 blood vessels. What happens to the rest of the blood vessels? After some time, again there will be one more bypass, one more angioplasty. Then he say, don't worry, I will give you medications. Medications, statins. Even the website of statins says very clearly, a person can suffer from kidney disease, kidney failure. Such medications are given, okay, to control this. What is the best method? I call it chelation therapy. Chelation, CHELATION, chelation therapy. Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid inducted intravenously. It not only clears all the arteries in the body. Why I say I don't have to use specs, etc. I have not done chelation, but there are so many food items which do this job. So, all these arteries, this chelation process, it cleans up all the arteries. Even FDA used to advise before that undergo chelation, but what happens is that it's a $1 billion industry. People started getting cured for pittance. Then they went. Then what FDA did? They told American College for Advancement in Medicine through Federal Trade Commission not to advocate chelation. And people they said, okay, no chelation and this. Actually, I will come to. This is basically, therefore, what happened, I'll tell you one case study, because it's chelation in, I'll tell you one thing is that this is being practiced from 1945 onwards, nothing new. When soldiers were subjected to gastric, gases, poisonous gases, they were given ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid intravenously, and they found that all the blood vessels cleared. Then they tried the same thing on other people who had heart problems, and they found that all their blood vessels got cleared and they had no problem. So, there is nothing, means this is proven method. You do not have to, one does not, you go to a doctor, will never agree with this kind of thing. Even doctors themselves are, plenty of doctors are doing chelation now. I will tell you one case study. A person, he had multiple blockages. He went to the doctor. The surgeon, luckily or unluckily, he had to go to for Christmas. This one, he said, for you come after 2-3 weeks, we'll do bypass. Till that time, you take medications. I told him, you undergo chelation, and in 2 weeks, he started feeling better. How does a person feel better? It's simple that when you do high intensity exercise, climb up stairs, you do not fall short of breath. Their breathing is normal. So, he carried out angiography and went to the doctor later. Doctor said, why you come after such a long time? Then he showed the report. Anyway, doctors are not interested in all this. This is okay, theek hai, that this through him, by word of mouth, hundreds of people went, even those who had bypass, and did chelation. There was one more person who had enlarged heart. Doctors told him, surgeon told him, we can do nothing about it. Only heart transplant is the only answer. I went through this research. I told him, undergo EECP and ozone therapy. Okay. Some doctors are practicing this, and after 1 month he had to do it. Okay. After that he is normal, 100% normal. He takes only one tablet. So, there are natural integrated complementary methods, okay, which can be used. You can follow that, and it is very good. Okay. Now, next comes, there are plenty of heart healthy supplements. Okay. I have given benefits etc. in my book, but basically I will now example, a lot of first thing is that doctors consider cholesterol is an enemy. In one TV show, I heard a surgeon saying that bring down the cholesterol as low as at the time of birth. It is nothing but deadly. Cholesterol does life-saving important functions in our body. Too low cholesterol can be dangerous. And to optimize cholesterol, there are plenty natural supplements, natural food. You will have to go through that, only I will just read out. Because of lack of time, I can't cover everything. Polycosanol is there, tocotrienol, gamma, delta, citrinol, lycopene, CoQ10, omega-3 fatty acid, EPA, DHA. 60% of our brain is fat. Okay. Arjun Rest is a Google. They are Indian. Ayurvedic Indian. They are very good, being sold in America. Okay, but we want medicines only. Okay. Red yeast rice. Americans, FDA banned red yeast rice because the cholesterol drugs were not being sold. So, that is the benefit of this. Non-soluble fiber, sugar cane extract, there are plenty of supplements. Now, there are heart healthy supplements, plenty of them. Beetroot is there, potassium nitrate is there, then resveratrol is there, cranberries, blueberries, vitamin B3, grape seed, pine bark, plenty of natural supplements. These are all today available on Amazon.in. Okay. So therefore, you can take them directly, order them. If a person has got a serious problem, you can use these supplements.
Sir, what about the artificial vitamins?
Artificial vitamins are these are not actually artificial vitamins. They are derived from natural substances. Okay, artificial vitamins, if they are made from artificial thing, they are not good. If they are actually from natural substances, very few vitamins are made.
Many time both is available, synthetic and
Synthetic are very bad, but their natural vitamins are very costly. They cost practically 4 times more than that. So you take the supplements. Or
Vitamin D and everything they are
vitamin D, best thing is you stand in the sun.
sunlight, but some people don't get light and so they follow the
No, see, it is, if you don't get naturally, you'll have to take it. A person living in America, we lived for a long time, north areas. You don't get any, Sweden, etc., Russia. I was in Vladivostok, practically only in summer there used to be sun. So there, otherwise, 10-15 minutes stand in the sun, you get practically 10,000 this one vitamin D. Okay, so there is nothing to worry about vitamin D, especially in India. Only in basically in now rainy season is a problem. Otherwise, there is no problem. Okay, next. Same thing that now I tell you, I can assure you that it's impossible to suffer from heart attack and stroke. How? Why the heart attack takes place or stroke takes place? Because a person has got, anyway, I would like you to first thing check up your lipid profile, everything, or do undergo chelation, clear your this one. Then, why the heart attack takes place? Other than this, a person gets a bad news, his stress.
sudden
All of a sudden, what happens is that his heart starts beating. It is a natural process. And it, because all our organs need to work at maximum potential at that time. Okay, basically, it is you have got to run away or face the situation. That particular time, this is a fight or flight situation. Okay, that particular time, what happens is that the heart starts pumping, it reaches a stage, it says no more, I can't work anymore, and a person either gets heart attack or stroke. But here, how to prevent that? You can ensure this, that you carry out high intensity exercises per day, not every day straight away. Slowly increase your heart rate. The procedure is called raise your heart rate to 80% of its capacity. When you raise your heart rate to 80% of its capacity, it means that it reaches a stage where very weak heart will fail. But heart which has practiced and accustomed to that heartbeat, that will not fail. Okay. Heart rate variability, heart muscle contractility, means by taking proper food, these supplements which I mentioned, you can strengthen your heart muscle. Okay. And even if a person heart rate goes to 80% of its capacity, there will be no heart attack or stroke. I allow my heart rate to go to nearly 80, 90, 100%, but everyone should not do it. It is, I advise only up to 80%, but if you everything is normal, you can do a lot of things. the people feel that now doctor say congestive heart failure, then the heart muscle get damaged. Then they say you can't do anything about it. This is about that second patient which I told you, his heart had got enlarged. He did ECP. There are plenty of this one supplements like L-carnitine, coenzyme Q10. They regenerate heart dead muscles. Okay. So, those supplements one can go through and go into detail. I am just covering that. Acupuncture also restores loss of muscle, okay, and motor control, nerve control. Acupuncture also helps a lot. Even WHO recommends acupuncture for many diseases. Okay. Next comes diabetes. In fact, diabetes, I would not even call it disease. It's the easiest disease that can be cured. It's very simple. You have, why? Just like in cardiovascular disease, I said lack of vitamin D and that leads to BP and all that. Here, chromium is required for formation of insulin. Insulin is extremely important for metabolizing sugar. Okay. What doctors do, they give supplement. Okay, take लो तुम या injection से insulin ले लो and remain normal. But it's just like you want to make roti or bread. Okay, you need flour, you need atta. If you don't have that, like if you don't have chromium, your body cannot produce insulin. Hence, chromium picolinate, there are plenty of supplements, natural supplements, which can really give you chromium picolinate, chromium. Next.
From natural sources like
I will come to that. Natural sources, there are, which are natural sources, I will mention later. GTF, glucose transport factor, means suppose you got a huge garbage pile in your society. You require plenty of trucks to clear that. But if you got only one truck, there will be problem. Same way, our body has got glucose transport molecules. What they do, why the problem of diabetes is that because the sugar remains in the blood, it does not go into the cell to get metabolized into energy. In fact, sugar is very good, but it has got to be in limited quantity and good sugar. Again, there is something called fine sugar, refined sugar, complex sugar, etc. Complex carbohydrate, refined carbohydrates. Therefore, this is here glucose transport molecules, they also can be increased, means that they carry the glucose from the blood into the cell and metabolize them. That is the second thing. Which are the supplements that do, I will cover that. Third thing is that delay the gastric emptying. It means that if you have got only half a cc of insulin and it can metabolize, for example, 3 to 4 cc's of glucose, but if your body pumps in 5 cc's, 10 cc's, 15 cc's, then the pancreas say no more. There will be roller coaster, that straightway pancreas pump in too much of insulin, the sugar level comes down to 0 and again it raises. So, therefore, for that delay the gastric emptying, that is all can be controlled by your food, means that it is the sugar should enter into bloodstream slowly and steadily, and that can be controlled by many proper nutrients. Okay. For this I believe in radioisotopes theory of 1953, new key to knowledge. What it says that every organ in our body gets replaced. What is getting replaced? that all the cells in the body periodically they change. Our this mouth lining, our skin, bones, our liver, even kidney, everything, all the organs. Means the cells keep changing. If you are fed the right kind of food to them, the cells those formed will ensure that those organs will carry out necessary functions properly. That is the this one this radioisotopes theory of 1953 says. A person
How to know about the particular cell food? Suppose for skin, this is a skin cell. What is the food for
yeah, I will tell you. Okay. Now, basically, there is not much of difference. I have given in my book what diet you should cover. Okay. There are, of course, skin require different. This one now proteins are required, calcium required by bones. So that is everything I covered separately in the book. Okay. If I cover each and every, it will be very long. This one. So you need to read to understand this. Okay. Now, a case story I will tell you. One rich person, what happened is that he was having lot of problems. So he said, okay, I want to follow your naturopathy. He followed it for 2 months. After that, he gave his blood report for testing. His family doctor, who was looking after him for 10 to 15 years, he said, so and so, please, sorry, there is something wrong with this blood report, and this is the blood report of an athlete, not yours. I have been seeing you for 10, 15 years. This is not correct. You please come tomorrow. I will carry out your blood test once again. He again gave the blood this one. Next day, doctor rang up. He says, surprising, what miracle have you done? He says, what happened? He says, your blood profile is really excellent. Because basically, what you feed, you are what you eat, what you put inside. All these three factors matter. A person is stressful, then he does not produce any digestive juices. If he does not do exercise, that happens. If he does not eat right kind of nutrients, he will suffer from disease. So that person told him that I followed naturopathy. Doctor said, no, it's all crap. So basically it is, you can, your vehicle, if you want to maintain properly, put right kind of petrol, fuel or oil inside, maintain it properly, it is bound to work properly. There is nothing great about it. Then okay, now I talk to you about various supplements. All those three factors which I mentioned to you can be achieved by this chromium picolinate and biotin. They are available. Barley, fenugreek, that is methi, cinnamon, that mimics insulin. Okay, and licorice, Gestimad. Gestimad was 2010 best herb of the year. Okay. So there are plenty of things which our forefathers have been saying, but we don't follow that. Okay. Brewer's yeast, green leafy vegetables, bottle gourd, ivy gourd, tendli, lady's finger, grapefruit resins, Gymnema sylvestra, that is called gurmar or merasingi, or madhu nashini. Madhu nashini is extremely good, which is sold in America. Madhu nashini is a herb which ensures that sugar levels don't go low. Okay. Then that's called loose covering, and Gymnema sylvestra, glucomannan. A lot of people complain that they have got water retention. That Gymnema sylvestra can do all the work, because it is 200 times in weight. It absorbs that much of water. Okay. So they are miraculous natural supplements. They are available, but we don't believe in all that. Then say continue that you take this medication, those medications. Nopal cactus, prickly pear cactus, yeah. Then bitter melon, banana leaf extract. So many of them. CoQ10, L-carnitine, cod liver oil, omega-3 fatty acid, chili, simple chili, red chili powder. If somebody has got congestive heart failure, teaspoon of red chili powder, put into the water and give him. He might suffer from, maybe suffer from diarrhea, but he will not have heart attack, because this red chili powder ensures that there is no formation of red clot, and even if it is the red clot, blood clot has been formed, it will be dissolved. So there are such simple things which I have explained very clearly, simply in my book, with again authenticated reports. You can go through that, what I say is all true. Now, new drugs, they come to the market, like COX-2 medications, Vioxx, Celebrex. When they came to the market, pharmaceutical companies, they said that we have wiped out arthritis. But what happened is that they wiped out thousands of people. But in India, they continued with those. In India, somebody dies, भगवान को प्यारा था, चला गया. But there they had to pay millions of dollars in compensation to those people. It was not that simple like in India. Same thing, these diabetic drugs, Avandia and Actos. When they came into the market again, doctors, pharmaceutical companies said, now nobody can suffer from diabetes. And there was nobody left to suffer from those diabetes patients who took, they didn't survive to, okay, this is the effect of new, and Avandia, Actos, it continued to be used in India even after it was banned in those countries, because we do not know. Next is, basically I am cautioning you, so that any medicine that comes into the market, if doctor tells you it is brand new medication, take it. Never do that. First thing, ask him how long it has been there in the market. Any medicine which is there in the market for 4 to 5 years, then only take it. Lot of people think it's fancy. Just research has been carried out in America, take this. Even in, see, when Pandit recites mantra, he says Shubha Mangala, but he says Savadhana. What Savadhana is, yourself you have got to understand. So next is, now this I think is a very long chapter, I will not cover it due to lack of time. I will do final conclusion. Neither answer to any health problem lies in an improvised medicinal pill, nor does the solution to old or new disease is available in vaccine, but in the inner depths of immune system. Illness is not natural, okay, and no bacteria, including superbugs like MRSA, C. difficile, cannot develop resistance against God's antibiotic, that is immune system. Okay. The health of a child is determined in the womb of a mother feeding a right kind of nutritious food and stress-free condition. We are on the doorsteps of extending our lifestyle by few decades. Thank you very much.
Thank you.